at Iroquois National Wildlife Refuge, and hopefully going to be completing my first of the challenge hikes that I signed up for a couple months ago. Haven't really had an opportunity to get out as much as I would like, and so all the ones close to home, like at Spradebrook or at Chestnut Ridge, or even the parts up in Niagara Falls, I can get those later. And since I was out this way, I figured I'd do one that's a little bit further away. I've never been here before. Take a look at the scenery. So this is what I see right now. A lot of green, beautiful blue sky here. About maybe an hour and a half, at least, I would say, until sunset. So this is a perfect time to go hiking because there's nobody here. It's cool. I mean, it's been cool all day, but it's definitely cool. And the sun's not going to be a problem. So it's nice to have these places all by yourself. I've driven by this landmark on the thruway many times, the sign for it, but I've never actually been here. So it's my first time here as well. So pretty nice so far. I believe we call those cattails, right? The wind is picking up as we're entering into the spooky forest. Pretty foreboding. Let's do it. We've entered into the forest, if you will. Very nice. I'm sure if this was the daytime, I'd see some more birds. I have a whole map that I picked up and a brochure about all the different birds that are here, but right now I don't think I'm going to see many. But we have this cool pond and this really cool boardwalk, which I believe is the destination for this hike. So I have to get a picture of myself here, but we have the video proof that I'm here. Very nice. I love these little boardwalk things. I just love these. It's definitely not wood, but you get the idea. It's kind of neat because it's rocking, and maybe you can see. So it's kind of like a dock, and it's kind of moving, but it's pretty cool. And my selfie is complete to submit for the challenge. Quite peaceful. The sun is setting. Again, still got plenty of time, but starting to go down on this cool little boardwalk. Wonder what's over there. Wonder how far it goes. I think it's just this here, but pretty neat. From the boardwalk to the forest. Pretty nice. It's just a loop trail, so we follow the loop. So that part of the trail actually didn't loop. I had to turn around when it ended at this marsh, this pond, if you will, which is fine. There are all these other trails over here, but it's pretty expansive. It looked kind of small when you first got here because of where the trail I took, but now, as you can see, like, it opens up pretty good. So here's part of the lake, pond, whatever we want to call it. And when we look back over that way, there's the boardwalk I was on. And then if we look back that way, behind that building there, which is the visitor center, the office, is where my car is. So we're doing pretty good. So even though I finished the hike part that I needed to do, just going to walk around. Oh, there's a deer. Look at that. And that's why we're going to keep walking, because you never know what you're going to see. I had thought I saw something. I thought maybe it was a bush, and then he popped his head up. Look at that, with the sun setting. Beautiful deer. So as I was saying, I'm going to continue to keep hiking because you never know what you're going to find, like a deer. It's not a very long trail. It's only about 1.5 miles loop. So this is the loop, the back part of the loop here. But again, good reminder that when you're hiking, making noise is always good, right? Yes, there's no bears here, but again, you want to be able to make sure those animals know you're here, and you don't want to spook them so that they, attack you. You want to make sure that they know you're here, and then they should leave you alone. It's a beautiful park. Take a look. As I think I've said, that was a very beautiful deer that I saw. It had all the beautiful striping. It was like a nice little, like an amber, red, brown color. Beautiful. And it watched me a couple times. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to bother him, and I didn't. And he didn't bother me. So that's what you do. But when you go hiking, you want to see animals. You want to see birds and deer, rabbits. But I don't really want to see a bear. I mean, maybe from afar, but not right next to you. Going around this bend here. Looks like a little S-curve, which is kind of nice. It's nice to really be walking on this flat ground, this gravel path. It's nice for your feet. Just kind of walk and not really too worried about the grade or if it's going to be uneven. It's just a nice, leisurely walk through the woods with this beautiful boardwalk path that's filled in with gravel. I love paths like this. Coming out of the forest again, we got a rabbit. Oop. There's a bunny on the trail. I'm sure he'll move out of the way as I get closer. And there he goes. So we saw some birds, a deer, there's some geese, a rabbit. I hear some frogs, it sounds like. We are out of the woods and on the other side, a little marshy pond there. You can hear the birds. And we keep going. This is, like I said, this is a really nice, well-maintained trail that I think anyone could do. You've got these little bird boxes or bat boxes or whatever is going to go in there to feed. Those cattails behind it. So we've come around the other side. I think this was the loop part. So we've completed the loop, as we can see. Looks like something used to be here. Maybe a bench, who knows? We're coming back up towards the entrance. There's the building. We'll just listen to the sounds of nature. And we're heading in towards the home stretch here. It's opening back up. You can see the visitor center, welcome center, info center. I don't remember exactly what it's called. A beautiful sky. Cattails towards the marsh we started at, pond, and this path, which will eventually lead us, that's a cool-looking tree, that will eventually lead us to the entrance. So, nice hike. And this was a nice way to end the day and knock out my first hike from the outdoor challenge. I believe I only have 19 more to go. Yes, that's right, 20 hikes in all. So stay tuned. See if I can do it. And we're coming up to the junction point. This way leads back into the forest towards the boardwalk. This way, as you can see, leads us back towards the building and the parking lot. So we have accomplished this hike. Nice and easy, which it said it would be. It's always good to start easy, especially when it's late in the day and you're not going to be able to be here too long. So there we are, back at the entrance. Still the only car in the parking lot, which is awesome. And time to head home. But let's take a look and see what's at this outpost station here. So we can see all of our paths here. This is where we were, right over here. And you can see, stay on the designated trails. Follow the trail right counterclockwise, which is what we did. No trace. Of course, leave no trace. And then over here, we've got the distance. So what I did was I started here, and I went around here and thought it still connected that way. But actually I come back to here, and then loop back around this way. So it is a loop, but I went off to the viewing station to come back around, which is perfectly fine. So like I said, it's only about a mile. So a mile and, a little bit more than a mile. So 1.02, nothing crazy. But it's good. We have these, social distancing signs everywhere. But it's neat. Never been here before and definitely enjoyed it. And if I was to come back one time, there's lots of other things. To view birds and other wildlife. We actually saw a lot of that. Boat by canoe or kayak. I was thinking that, but not tonight. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, so I'm going to head home now. A little bit of a drive. My hair is still a little windswept there. Didn't bring a hat, which is not like me, but it is what it is. So we're going to head back home now. We should be able to beat the sun as well, too. So we'll have sun all the way home. Although we're driving west, and it might be in my eyes the whole time. So it is what it is.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that hike. Go out to the Iroquois National Wildlife Refuge on your own and experience nature. See you next time, and maybe I'll see you on the trail, too.